Same-sex education, also known as single-sex education, refers to the practice of segregating students based on their biological sex. In same-sex schools, only students of one gender are admitted, and they receive education separately from their counterparts of the opposite sex. This concept has been a subject of debate for many years, with strong proponents and opponents arguing for and against its implementation. Let's delve into this contentious issue and explore the arguments from both sides. Supporters of same-sex education argue that it provides a conducive learning environment by eliminating gender distractions and allowing students to focus more on academics. They believe that separating boys and girls can remove the social pressures and distractions that arise in coeducational settings, such as romantic relationships, peer pressure related to gender roles, and competition for attention. Proponents assert that same-sex schools create an atmosphere where students can feel comfortable expressing themselves without fear of judgment or scrutiny. Furthermore, supporters argue that same-sex education can cater to the different learning styles and needs of students. They contend that boys and girls have distinct learning preferences, and that teaching methods can be tailored accordingly in single-sex settings. Advocates of this approach assert that boys and girls have different brain development patterns, interests, and learning strategies, and separating them into single-sex schools can better address these unique requirements. On the other side of the debate, opponents of same-sex education argue that it perpetuates gender stereotypes and limits opportunities for social interaction. They contend that by segregating students, same-sex education fails to prepare them for the real-world dynamics where diverse genders coexist. Critics also express concerns about the negative impact of same-sex education on personal development and social growth. They believe that exposure to diverse perspectives helps students develop empathy and understanding. It is argued that single-sex education can reinforce societal prejudices and inequities. Critics express concerns that by separating boys and girls, the educational experiences and resources provided may not be equitable. They worry that the quality, variety, and emphasis on different subjects may differ between same-sex schools, leading to disparities in educational outcomes. Critics assert that co-education fosters healthy competition, cooperation, and mutual respect between genders, better preparing students for diverse societal interactions. In conclusion, same-sex education is a deeply controversial subject. While proponents argue that it provides a focused learning environment and caters to diverse learning needs, opponents raise concerns about reinforcing gender stereotypes and limiting social development. This debate continues, and the decision of whether to implement same-sex education ultimately rests on individual perspectives, cultural context, and education system priorities. It is essential to carefully consider the merits and drawbacks of both approaches in order to create an inclusive and effective educational environment for all students.